2, 3, 4.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Offstage On Duty. I'm your host, Rye.
And I'm your host, Ray.
And today, we have our new friend, Sarah.
Yay!
Everybody say hi.
Hi, Sarah. Hello. We did not plan that.
Well, that's the beauty of this podcast. We never do. Okay, so I was jealous a few weeks ago because Ray got to have coffee with this amazing stage wife named Sarah. And Sarah, you've been married for 10 years.
Yes.
And you have 4 kids with another one on the way.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, seriously.
Thank you.
Another little stage kid coming in October.
Yes.
But we are a collector of people, and we are a collector of people who have done this lifestyle well. And we want to hear your story, how you make it work in the chaos. Like you have a lot of joy on your face and in your life, and you come across as somebody who no one has it all together. You know what I'm saying? But like, but it feels like you're thriving in this lifestyle. So, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
And what's your secret?
I love it. Oh man. I mean, I feel like we could get it deep, right? But the main secret is like, it's not all together. Like I'm laughing at the context of that with like, especially this week, it's just been like madness.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Caleb got home from a 1.5 week long trip, and it's been a lot of like up and down and all around and just, yeah.
How old are your kiddos?
So my oldest is 8, and then we have 6, 4, 2, and then this baby's due in October.
Whoa.
Yeah. So they're all pretty. And we have 4 girls, and then we're having a boy, which is really fun.
He's going to be so loved.
Oh, he's going to be the baby doll.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this poor kid.
Wow.
Yes.
He's going to grow up with like glitter and stick-on tattoos, probably permanently etched into on him.
For sure. And dress up baby doll clothes on him. Yeah, I'm already seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
That feels like really great planning. Like they're all so evenly spaced.
You know what's funny though? It wasn't like at all. Everybody says that. They're like, they're all 2 apart. And we pretty much were like, when we started having kids, we were like, we're just going to have kiddos.
Yeah.
And then truthfully, like this baby is very loved, but this 5th one was very surprising. So we were like 4, we're done. Like my youngest feels like the youngest. We were so settled. And then in February, I was like, no way.
Oh,
so now we're very excited, but I never really thought I'd have 5 kids. So, you know, here we are, especially with this life. Like it's just wild with him traveling so much, and we live away from family. It's like, now let's throw a newborn into all of it.
Where are you guys from originally?
Arizona.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And all our family's there. Mm-hmm. So that's been, that's the biggest thing. Like it's definitely been better job-wise. Mm-hmm. And Caleb's home more often, but support-wise, it's been really hard.
Yeah. Especially with 5 kids.
Yeah. It's madness. Pure madness all the time.
Yeah.
You're definitely outnumbered. That's for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. They help a lot. I feel like, especially they're not that old, but like my 6 and 8-year-old are awesome. Like they'll go get things, they'll do stuff. They tend to be very independent.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like when you have multiple, like the younger usually grows up a little faster because they see their older sibling. And so then they you have like another little trainer.
Yes.
To pass on the knowledge.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So Caleb is your husband's name.
Yes. Yeah.
And what does he do on the road?
So Caleb is he's in lighting world, and he does anything from an LD to an ME to a tech to a crew chief. Pretty much whatever hat needs to be worn, he will wear it.
Okay.
He wears them all pretty well. He did a ton of LDing at the beginning, and he's kind of found his spot in more crew chief. Brunt labor land, paperwork. Both of us hate. That's been this week. But he's really good at it. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Again, it's going to be happening a lot.
It's fine. Story of our lives.
It's fine.
It's great.
I love it.
So was he touring? You guys have been married for 10 years, but how long have you guys, were you together before 10 years?
Yeah. So, we were together only like 1.5 years, truthfully.
Okay.
We met and got married. I think it was like 1.5 years-ish. So it was kind of fast and wild.
If you know, you know.
I know. We did. Honestly, well, that's a whole story. I could get into that or not. But when we first met, I wrote him off big time. Like He's a year younger than me, but doesn't matter. Or 2 years, year and a half, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. But when you're 19 and 21, I was like, oh, you're cute. Go away. And he was just quiet and shy and awkward. And like pretty much my first interaction with him, I saw him. He barely looked up. He had hair down to his waist when we met.
Oh my God.
Oh, yes.
No
oh,
way.
yes. This long curly hair, which was not my thing back then. And he literally like was sitting in the tech booth. I was singing at this thing and my friend introduced me. He's like, hey, this is Caleb. He's helping out tonight. And he barely looked up from his hair and just said, hi, and looked straight back down.
Oh
and
my
my immediate
gosh.
first thought was like, wow, you're a weirdo, like major weirdo.
Oh my gosh.
But we were in the same friend crew and we hung out all the time, this group of us. And like, I really just thought he was strange, but we were in the same crew, you know? And eventually he started being like, let me carry your guitar to your car. Like, we're all going to go hang out. Like, let's go to Denny's. Can I ride with you? And I was like, yes, but like.
You little puppy dog.
Yeah.
Just,
like, and even my
gosh.
best friend at the time was like, I remember saying, like, should I give him a chance? And she's like, no, he's so weird. Like, I had no idea.
Oh my gosh.
The long story short, I was recording some songs, actually. I needed to do some demos. And him and my friend Nate, who's the one who introduced us, were supposed to help me. And, we were meeting in our church building. Like, we were going to set up a little rig, like very DIY situation. And conveniently, at the very last minute, our friend Nate couldn't make it.
Ooh.
And come to find out later, it was definitely not an accident.
Oh my
It was very set up. And I'm over here like, this is going to be so awkward. Like, I really didn't know him because we just was hung out in like this group of like 8-9 people.
Yeah.
And we showed up and he set up everything. And it wasn't this like flirty, gushy. We just literally like cracked up the whole time. We had so much fun.
Oh,
it wasn't awkward at all. It wasn't weird. Like, and I just remember thinking like for the first time we ended up like having a conversation. I was like, who are you? Like, what's your story? And I was immediately very humbled because I was very, very wrong about him. So that's the long story short.
I love that though.
Yes. So that's how we
so
met.
sweet.
Yes. So we were both kind of in music tech world together when we met. He then got a job working at a church full time. And he was on staff as like a production director for 8 years. That was the first 8 years of our marriage. And then it's just about 4 years ago now that he took the jump from full-time salary, safe benefits, 9 to 5 to touring.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And that was the best decision we could have made. That's a whole other story. So
Honestly, that's what Hunter and I feel too, is like when we made that switch, we were so nervous about it. I mean, you remember we were like, it was a whole thing, whole kerfuffle, but kerfuffle. But like it ended up being fantastic. And there's like, there's ups and downs to it. Like insurance is super high and, taxes and all that, like retirement, all those fun things.
Yeah. Savings
gross. But in reality, like the flexibility of doing that was so nice because like if we wanted to prioritize a certain weekend or do things, like he had the ability, at least because production side, you have a little bit more flexibility to say no to a certain gig.
Totally.
From music side, you have a little bit less flexibility, but it was so good when we moved to it. Was that transition hard for you guys? Like deciding to go from the safe to the
Honestly,
unsafe?
no, it was such a long time coming. I think we both fought it for a long time. Like he started to get little opportunities and he'd take like a tiny thing, never like touring, but like a smaller one-off show or somebody would offer him something local. And like, I could just see how he thrived. But for both of us, I think there was always this like, that's terrifying, which is so silly, truthfully. Like, anyway, like it's just funny how we think that's safer, like the schedule and all that. Anyway.
Reach into the choir.
Yes. Yeah. Right.
So at the time so that was like 4 years ago. So you had 2 kids at that time, or you had 3?
We had just had our 4th. Oh no, we had 3.
Okay.
We had 3. Yes. We have 3, and truthfully, again, longer story, but I was in when we decided to pull the trigger, I was in the thick of like some really serious health trouble, and it did not make sense timing-wise at all for him to be traveling. He had told his boss he probably was going to leave, and then I got like tanked. Long story, was having like just severe like issues functioning even day to day. And so he went back to his boss like even a couple weeks later and was like, I am leaving. I just don't quite know when, which is not something you want to say, but like, what do you do? And pretty much they gave him the cold shoulder and it was like, you should be gone.
Oh no.
And it was super disappointing, but at the same time, I think we both knew we needed that like shove. I ended up calling my dad crying and I was like, I feel like he's supposed to just do this. He's so like just fulfilled and joyful, but like, I feel like I need him here and all this stuff. And my dad, who's so wise, was like, sounds like you need to just take the leap, enjoy the ride. Like, don't worry about it. And truthfully, like, again, it took a long time, but everything ironed itself out. And it was wild at first, but he is so, I don't know if Hunter's the same way or like, he's so like invested in his work. And so it's made it possible for him to be like all in when he's traveling. And then to turn his brain off when he's home. And
that's nice.
You can't do that with a 9-to-5.
So I think like depending, at least in the production industry, what I've noticed is like the 9-to-5s in the production, you can't really turn it off because like
it's never done.
Now Hunter just recently took over doing PM stuff as well. So
that's a different world.
That's a different world because it used to be very much of like that of where he could like really turn it off and then just be focused on home life. Now he has to do advances and all of that. So it's a little bit in there, but he is very, very good at like focusing through, pounding through that, getting it all out, and then being present. But I think it depends on the person too. But the fact that Caleb can do that is awesome. And just a testament to him as a father too, being present when he's home.
Yeah, it's huge. I feel like it's work for sure to like learn how to do that. But it's definitely worth it. So.
Were you guys in Arizona in the middle of all that? Okay, so when did you make the leap to Nashville?
We moved in 2024. So August will be 2 years.
Oh, wow.
So we're pretty fresh.
Welcome to Nashville.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the pro of that has been that he's able to take like weekend warrior stuff and all of those things that keep him home more because he's not traveling long distance or he just would not take those jobs, truthfully. So anyway, thank you.
That's amazing.
I do love the Nashville area.
It's beautiful. Yes.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
And it's really nice too that there's so many people that are in this lifestyle. It's taken forever to find them, you know, up until now. Ergo, Stage Wives.
I listened to your guys' podcast, one of them, and like the first time I was like, I feel so seen. I feel so understood. Like I need to know these people. So,
well, I'm so glad that you're a part of the community now too.
Yeah. Thank you. Me too.
I just like getting to know the girls in Stage Wives has been such a blessing too. Because like Ryan and I found each other, all of you who listen to the podcast know the story, but we found each other in 2018. And there's not really been groups like this. And so we made one and we're really excited. If you're listening to this and you resonate with this lifestyle, if you have a spouse who tours, travels, traveling salesperson, doesn't necessarily have to be in the music industry.
Yeah, that's true.
There is a space for you here. And so quick little plug for our socials, but follow us on Instagram and on Facebook and TikTok occasionally when we're feeling spicy. But it's all at Stage Wives. And then we have a private Facebook group called We Are Stage Wives where you can get to know the other Stage Wives, find community, set up little meetups and whatnot. And we have a website, stagewives.com. And there you can get your new book that we're releasing as well. Lots of new things, but we can talk more about that later.
Yeah.
But
there shall be more plugs.
Follow us.
Click like, subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Ooh, we're on YouTube now, so we should say.
Oh,
yeah. Like and subscribe.
That's a brand new one.
Yeah. You gotta
actually, we haven't done that plug yet. So that was a good plug.
YouTube.
Hey.
We are now on YouTube as well. So welcome video. This is the third video that we had.
For Offstage On Duty. Yes.
Yep. So welcome.
Beautiful. Bravo.
First video guest. We're really excited.
That is true.
That's so exciting.
So we're really, really pumped. We have attempted in the past and, worked out some kinks here and there, but we've got a new set, guys. Tell us what you think about it in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
But
new
only
couch
if it's
too.
nice.
New couch. Yeah, only if it's nice. But back to the matter at hand. Sarah, our lovely Sarah. So we are moved to Nashville. You guys have switched to independent life. And what would you say was one of the most difficult things about this lifestyle for you and your husband to kind of navigate through in those 10 years?
Oh, gosh. I feel like it's the back and forth because I know so many have talked about this, but like the going from and learning how to function in him being gone as a family, especially with so many kiddos, you really fall into like such a routine or you just get depressed, frankly. For me, like I definitely am a little bit more of a, how do you describe? I'm not type A. Like I'm definitely more like fluttery, whatever you want to call it. And so if I function that way, when he's gone, I actually go more insane, truthfully. Like I need routine. I need structure. Because if I'm by myself, I kind of just like slump. I just get sad that he's gone. So that's taken a lot of time to learn. But I think the hardest part has been learning how to like navigate the routine, make something work for me and my girls. And then when he comes back home, like us working out how he fits into that. And it almost changing while he's home and then changing back. And like that's been the ever going
struggle.
Learning. Yeah. Like process, I think. So
how do your girls handle that kind of back and forth? Do they do well with it because you have the structure while he's gone?
I think it depends. So when he's gone for like, a week and a half-ish, that feels like the sweet spot. Like this last time, they didn't even really ask, when is he coming home? When it's longer than that, it definitely starts to be like, when is he coming home? Or if he has like a day or two home and then leaves again. Those are the hardest for sure. But I do think like when we first started it, when he first jumped into this life, it was really rough. Like it took a long time for them to adjust to him being home. It was, or gone rather. It was just always like, where is daddy? Where is daddy? But then I think after a little while, they got used to it too. And so they're used to like, when daddy's home. And when he's gone, he's gone, And we try to FaceTime and send texts every night and just keep things consistent like that.
So are you a stay-at-home mom with them?
Yeah.
And are they homeschooled, public school?
They are currently homeschooled. We've kind of been through like a roller coaster journey with school.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what works for them
and
works for us. And with Caleb traveling so much and no family support, we definitely considered public school, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the biggest thing was like the lack of flexibility. And we didn't want them in school when he was home.
Yeah.
So they've done kind of like a tutorial type thing, like a couple days in school and then homeschool. That seems to work the best. We're trying out a new thing this fall, just to take some load off of me.
Yeah. We'll talk off mic about that. I also, it's no secret to our stage wives, but I definitely want to homeschool. And I was not. I was a public school hooligan. So I don't know what it's like to homeschool or be homeschooled. No
but
clue.
you and I were also public schooled in a not great area. So
that changes things.
Because I'm like outside of St. Louis and you were
Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
So our experience was probably not the best.
No, it was not.
I would guess that Tennessee is a bit better. Like
where
we are.
The running like scoring system for the education system in Tennessee, depending on where you're at, but where we're at is actually quite a bit better. So I have a little bit more hope for the public school system here. But
I've heard good things for sure.
I've heard great things. Yeah. But that's one of the things I'm most worried about for my daughter is that she is going to kindergarten this fall, and the lack of flexibility is definitely going to be an adjustment. So we'll have to see what ends up happening with us. We'll try out at least kindergarten and then see what happens from there. But
I think that's the beauty of it, right? Like I think we're told, not just in school life with our kids, but just in general, like you have to choose something and stick to it.
Yeah.
And I think saying like, hey, we're going to try this. And if it doesn't work, we're not going to force it has been the best thing ever.
That's awesome.
And so that's why we've had a little bit of everything. And, it's okay that changes. So.
And I feel like from the people that we've talked to, when we had Lori Phelps, shout out, love you, lady.
Love you.
She has changed what they've been doing per kid and what they needed. And that has just been super helpful for her children too. And I think like people, especially with a lot of kids, you just kind of have to shift around based on what's needed at the time.
It gives me a headache trying to balance that and figure it out. Like, just because I only have one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I come from a small family. So I'm just like, what do you mean that it shifts with every kid and that you have to like balance all of these? Whereas Ben, he comes from a really big family. He's one of 6.
Okay.
And they're all so great. Like we just came back from his family's house and they're so amazing.
There's a million of them.
There's a million and they're all amazing. Like how is this possible? I don't know. But it does. It gives me hope that it is possible. And watching you do it and knowing that you obviously, Sarah, have a lot of kiddos, but there's a few stage wives that I'm thinking of that have like 5 and up children that do this and do it really well. Whenever we're, asking you to come on the podcast, just to talk about how do you do this in the chaos and how do you find the peace in it and do it so well. So I'm curious to know, like, what are some routines that you've got in place with your kiddos whenever he's gone and like stuff that you do to make this work? Because you sound like Ray and I in the sense of like a little type B and like
little loosey goosey, like love to
totally.
Yeah. But I also understand whenever you're in stress, it's like, no, I need control over this situation actually like right now.
Yep.
Like yesterday was a terrible day for me. And I immediately went into must have control, must fix, must find the solution, must, like everything. Why is this dish on the counter? It needs to be in the sink. Like, just go into like militant, like fix it mode. You know what I mean? So like,
that has been my entire like last 2 weeks of just like, I'm like, I have so many things to balance. I am going to become the most organized person I've ever been in my entire life for this span of 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I'll crash out for the next day. And then I will be just bed rotting. Like
literally.
I do feel like that's how it goes with more type B people. Like when we try to be more structured, we do it really well for a small chunk of time. And then you're like, I need some fun in my life. Caleb and I call it my fun bug. I'll just text him.
So
I'll be so
cute.
Well, it's adorable. The problem is it usually leads to me spending too much money. Because I will literally text him and be like, I want to go on a vacation. Like I'm just going to drive to Florida right now. And
is this our problem?
Yeah, it is. Do you remember whenever you came to my house and I had like 15 packages sitting and you're like, Rye.
I know. I literally sent her a picture and her entire island is just a mound of packages.
Just Amazon.
I love it.
I sent a picture and you're just like, oops, sorry.
You just ride that wave. Yeah. Sometimes you just need a little therapy.
Exactly.
I'm not condoning overspending, but sometimes, sometimes it helps.
Sometimes get yourself a boba tea.
Yeah. As far as like rhythms, I'm like trying to think of some specific ones, but I feel, or maybe that's not the word used, but that's what my brain thought.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing because I'm not like very structured all the time. Yeah. The biggest thing I think that we have found that like just kind of fallen into over the years is rhythmic living. Which sounds, I feel like I've heard people say that and sometimes it can be like, what is that? Like, but it's really more of like our days look the same every day. Like my girls wake up, we have breakfast, they play, whatever that looks like. We usually have lunch, but like the timing is flexible. While it might fall like in a similar time frame, it's never like it is now lunchtime because it is 12 noon. Like
everyone drop your toys.
Yeah. If everyone's exploding at 11:30, I'm so willing to be like, let's eat. Like it's fine. And same goes for bedtime. Like I have found like my girls and I just function better. Like we're early bedtime people. We don't do stuff in the evening, which is sometimes boring for my like social life and like adult life. But it's been so much better because it means like if they're in bed by no joke, like 7:30, like winding down, listening to like a story or something.
The goal.
It's beautiful.
My girl does not. Oh, she is a late nighter.
Is she? Yes.
Hear me, stage wives. I am not a bad mom. This girl just parties party's hardy until like 11 p.m.
Oh, she really does.
I don't know how.
It's amazing.
She just functions so well. She's just like, I'm just chilling.
That's kind of impressive.
I'm just going to read my book in bed until 11. And we do let her stay up in bed and like read. Like that's the one thing that she's allowed to do is she can stay up and read. Yeah.
I feel like sometimes though, those are the kids that like you can just do things. Like you could just go to the barbecue. You can just go to the thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're not going to implode.
Yeah, she doesn't implode very much.
That's amazing.
There's like a clock with your son, and it's so funny to watch because like it hits his bedtime, super sweet, super just awesome little boy. And then he just like, he's like, yeah. And all of a sudden you see him in the corner. Silent.
Downhill.
Silent and just will stare at you.
Oh.
And then a little bit later, if you go past that, then he starts staring at the ground. And it's just like his focus just goes more to the ground and he just like slowly devolves. And it's the cutest thing to just watch him because it's like Hunter. When he drinks, he gets very quiet and like just is a fly on the wall. And then there's just like one glass too many. And then he's like, wah! Like and just implodes. And it's the cutest thing to watch the little progression.
You're like, you're done.
You're done.
Yeah. The other night we were having a work party at my house and the kids were being so quiet. And we're like, what's going on?
What is happening?
Because we put on a movie and my boy is just asleep in her daughter's lap. And she's just playing with his hair, petting him. He's so dead asleep.
That's
and
so
we were
cute.
Like, oh, sweet babies.
It was adorable.
The sweetest thing ever.
And
it was really sweet.
And she was just like, he fell asleep. And I'm like, yeah, he did.
And we did not wake him up.
Yeah, but seriously, we made a joke.
Us.
Yeah, we made a joke and we were laughing and she went, shh.
He's sleeping.
Yes. I love that.
Yeah,
and
it was awesome.
She still made it all the way home, still brushed her teeth, did all of her bedtime routine, in bed probably at that night at 11:30. Not the greatest moment, but it was a Saturday the next day.
It's impressive.
It's fine.
It's impressive.
But
yes.
Woke up at 7:30 the next morning. Hello. Just
happy as a clam.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that was like me and my siblings though when we grew up. But
she probably got it from you.
Hunter and his family though, they were early. They were early bed people. I think his parents for a long time went to bed at like 5.
Dang.
And then she would wake up at like between 3 and 4:30 in the morning to go work out.
Do you know how many times I would have snuck out of my house? If my parents went to bed at 5 p.m.,
right?
You know what I mean? As a teenager, like,
I would see you later. Been like,
yeah, literally.
I feel like my parents were always up. At least my dad, like late at night. I never went to bed before him. Yeah,
that's so funny.
I think it runs in families though too, because like my grandparents are, how old are they now? They're like real close to 90. They're between 88 and 90, and they still at that age are up until 2 a.m. usually on most nights. Party hardy. They just no lights on, just on their computers, just by the glow of their laptops, just chilling.
Gosh. Yeah.
So,
well, and I'm like, I'm laughing that we're saying that because my girls go to bed early, but that's so that I can have some peace and quiet because I am not an early bed girl. I am a night owl, like to the max. Same. And it's almost worse when Caleb's gone because I just feel like it's like endless, and my brain's like, oh, I could do this project, or I could paint a piece of furniture, or I could record. Oh my gosh! Like I come alive after they go to bed, and so I'm 11, 12. Like that's good for me. That's real good. 11's really good.
Oh yeah. If I can get to bed before midnight, I consider it a success.
Yeah. But it keeps me sane that like I know they're in bed. They're like.
So what time do they wake up then? If they go to bed that early?
Like 7. They're amazing.
That's not bad.
Oh, no, they're great. Like 12-hour. It's not morning in our house before 7 a.m. Like no one's getting up and getting going. Pretty much. It's kind of an unspoken rule.
Okay.
That's great.
I love that.
But yeah.
Kind of living the best of both worlds there. Like,
I know.
You get them to bed early. They've got their routine. They've got their structure. And then I'm going to throw in a word from Sam Beretta. Your ritual then that you get to do is you get to have that solo time, which I feel like is so healing for stage wives to have that solo time to be able to do what you need to do after the kids go to bed.
Yeah.
And like whether like you're choosing to use that time to clean the house or choosing that time to take a bubble bath.
Yes.
Oh yeah. What's your thing?
Yeah.
Oh, do you, I love a good bubble bath when I'm pregnant, especially. Like that's real good. I love food TV. I love Food Network, like competition shows, because it's mindless.
British Baking Show.
Oh, yes.
Oh my
GBB
God.
forever.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Did you see me come alive?
Anything BBC, baby.
I love it. Yes. It's either food shows or like a good like British drama situation.
Yes. Oh my God.
There's some good ones.
I know.
Crap.
This is what I was telling you.
Crap.
I was like, Ryan, I have to get
a third host on this show.
I love it.
Go buy a new mic now.
Damn it, Sarah.
Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, man. But yeah, it just depends. Like sometimes I want to be really productive and I want to like be creative and like sit down and play piano because my kids scream when I play the piano. So I never do that during the day. So sometimes I want to like be productive and fun and creative. And other times I want to be mindless. Yes. So it just depends. It really doesn't matter. Half the time, that's the only time Caleb and I get to talk too, because being on the phone with 4 little people that just are desperate to see daddy, like, I don't get to talk to him. Like, and we've just kind of accepted that. That's fine. So if he's not like working late, you know, which it depends. But if it's like a load-in day or something, like that's when we'll FaceTime and talk for like an hour or something, which
that's good.
Is great.
What does he do then when he comes home? What's his like reset?
Yes.
What's reentry look like for you guys?
That's funny because I was just talking to somebody about that the other day, actually. I feel like it's for both of us. I've heard a lot of like husbands come home and like they take reentry time, which is beautiful. Like, don't get me wrong. We have found, and to some ways I feel like this sounds selfish, but I am usually so up to my max. Like even if it's been a good week or whatever.
Oh, totally, yeah.
I am just beyond tapped by the time he walks in. And because I live with 4 little girls. Like these aren't just kids, they're girls. And I am also a youngest child. And so I want all his attention. Like let's be real. That's just how I'm wired. And so sometimes even as a mom, this might sound bad, but I feel like I'm fighting for his attention.
It's so real though.
And so the best thing we have found is that most of the time, like I would say 99% of the time, he will literally get out of the Uber, walk to the front door, and I will already have my shoes and my purse on. And we all say, daddy, daddy, daddy. And everybody goes crazy and freaks out and says hi and is so happy. And I give him a kiss and say hello. And then I get in my car and I drive away. And I leave for a couple hours and they get their fill of daddy and he's so happy to see them.
That's actually great.
I think that's
great.
If it's evening, he'll do bedtime and I will not come home until bedtime's over and I'll bring home takeout.
Yes.
And we'll have like a little date night after they have gone to bed. And so they get all his attention and I get all his attention.
I love
I know.
this
It's so good. It's so good. We literally just did it. And guys, yesterday, was it yesterday? Wow. He came home yesterday. Feels like it's been an eternity. And he is currently working on a show where he has a bunch of paperwork to do at home, which sucks.
Yeah.
Because he can't just turn that off.
Right. Yeah.
But he's a little behind, whatever, you know. And so we didn't do that because I was like, well, you need to work. So he kind of walked in the door, said hi, and then just jumped right in. Both of us were so off. Like for hours. Like I didn't know why I felt off. He was like, I don't know if I feel off. And I was like, I think I need to leave. He's like, I think you need to leave. I think I need to work later. And I was like, I'll bring home In-N-Out and we'll sit on the couch and I'll watch something while you work. Like after we've had our little dinner date, you know? And both of us instantly felt so much better. Like it's just funny. That's been such a good, thing for us.
I have not heard that before.
I haven't either.
That's a really good idea.
It's really nice.
I've like thought about that in concept, but then was like, I don't know if I could just walk and leave. But he's always like wanted to, like be with her and like
I
immediately
usually
I'm just
feel
like,
bad. I usually feel like I'm so sorry. I'm leaving you. You just walked in the door. But like, it's actually better for both of us, not just me.
Good for your kids too. You know what I mean? Because like they get their full on attention with dad and uninterrupted. And that's kind of great. That's such a good idea.
Well, there you go.
I love
stage
that.
wives. If you've not tried that,
get out the house.
Yeah, try that. See if you can
just be gone even before he gets there. You know what I'm saying? Just leave the kids alone.
Yeah,
they'll be fine for 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, 9-month-old. Man,
wait in the car.
Oh God, no. Okay, I rebuke. No. I take it all back.
She's kidding. She was kidding. It was all kidding. It was
Was she though?
Loki. So.
Oh my gosh.
But I do think that sounds amazing.
Yeah,
It's
seriously.
great.
Because like I think at least with my personality, your personality, you know, same.
Our collective personality on this couch.
7 on the Enneagram. My tendency is when I get really overwhelmed, I want to just escape.
Yeah.
And I want to like walk away. And the amount of times that I have texted you pictures of flights just to random locations, like when I've been stressed, and I just send you like a picture of like what the current rate is for a flight to Greece. Like
that sounds great.
That sounds amazing.
That sounds so good. And it usually is out of the blue. It's like just a picture of like flights to London. I'm like, how you doing?
Yeah,
baby?
it's kind of like like our little SOS.
Like cry for help. It's like, I'm not okay.
Sometimes, and you don't even have to take the trip. Sometimes I think it's just like looking at the flight, just knowing that it's there.
Oh, dude, there's an app somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like looking at like Great Wolf Lodge tickets. I was like, I could go next week without you. It's driving distance.
Yeah.
Like I'll take all of them by myself. Like
I would be the
and I
person
didn't,
to just
but-
do a trip to like a park to ride roller coasters by myself.
Yeah, the amount of times
That
I've
sounds
looked
so
at
good.
cabins in the
Yeah.
Smokies just for a weekend by
Yeah.
myself. Hot tub, cabin, done.
Nothing.
But I also am a fun bug shopper, and I have a whole Amazon wish list
Yes.
so that I can go shopping without spending the money, because
There you go.
especially in the dark times, it was really bad. I was spending way too much money, like to the point where I put a time limit on my shopping apps because I was like, I recognize this is not good. So,
Totally.
Hunter called out a few times, like back when we were not doing as well, like
Yeah.
even in the in between when we're just like, man, we're okay, but we're better, but not. Every single time that he would leave, he would see that there's at least 3 Amazon purchases, and every single time, or I would go out to Marshalls or TJ Maxx, and like I just could not help it. But like, I think
you needed some endorphins.
I needed some endorphins, but I think like right now, even though we've got a lot going on you and I's plate with like life, I feel like it's a sign for me. I'm like, I haven't purchased on Amazon for
Look at us.
non-business related
Bravo.
things in like 2 weeks. So
Oh my gosh.
I'm doing good.
Hey. Well, dude, speaking of doing good, I feel like it's really refreshing to hear from you that you're in a healthy marriage. You've got great kiddos, but you still feel tapped out, like at the end of him being gone. I feel like that's actually a breath of fresh air for our stage wives, because at least for me, I'm like, what is wrong with me if I'm feeling overstimulated or overwhelmed?
Like, shouldn't I figure this out by now?
Yeah. Or even just like, there must be something wrong because I'm so exhausted. But it's just like my mom actually said this to me. She was like, being a good parent is always tiring. Like, it means you're doing something right.
Yeah.
When you're so exhausted and just stretched so thin at the end of it. Because if you were a crap parent and just sat there and were on your phone all day, you're like, oh, this is easy. Stage wife, you're exhausted. That means you're doing something right.
Totally.
You heard it.
So take a breath.
Yeah. And it's madness, like all the time.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Like,
It's okay.
I will say too, like on the whole, like, healthy marriage, it's hard, all those things. Like, I feel like we've talked a lot about the good, and like, that's wonderful. But like, I just want to acknowledge too, like, it's work.
Yeah.
Like, this is 10 years speaking, like, we've been through it. And like, it's refreshing to hear you talk about like some tough years, because our marriage has done this, and, we both have our past, and like family, especially. And like, counseling is amazing. I love some good counseling. And just
Did you guys do couples or individual?
we've done mostly individual, because we found that our problems weren't really marriage problems. They were trauma problems. And so truthfully, like, we weren't fighting or maybe at all. It was just us having not healed places. So we've had to do a lot of work. And so like, while it's healthy, I think that honestly, a marriage that is sometimes a mess is still healthy.
Yeah.
If you're working on it. Like, that's been our conversation lately, because we've had not bad, but just some like rougher ups and downs. Like, the moments when you're exhausted and you have to like sit down and have a conversation and you're like, I don't want, like, can we be done with this for both of us? Like, we're just tired,
Yeah.
But I think that's the proof is in the pudding. Like, if you're willing to, the healthy marriage is when you're willing to work on it.
Yeah, for sure.
Not that it's perfect.
Well, I think that's what love is choosing to love someone through that. And I think with any relationship, like even with you and I, like, if you can have arguments. And
there's some stuff we have had to love each other through. I'm just kidding.
But we I mean, even with your friendships though, like if I think, with a really good, deep, healthy friendship, there's going to be things that you're going to have to sit down and talk through and like figure out. And a lot of it is like what you said, it's like more on the individual that just then like individual trauma, expectations, lack of communication, all of the things that end up reflecting onto the relationship.
Yeah.
And so like for me, a lot of times when I, hear people that are just like, oh, well, we have the best relationship in the world. We never fight. We never have arguments. We never have hard conversations. And I'm like, ooh, okay. Well, when that hits, it's going to hit hard. Like, and you're going to have to work through that.
And I think that has been one of my favorite topics, at least with Stage Wives, is making sure the pendulum also doesn't swing the other way. Because we don't want those conversations where we're just bashing our husbands. Because that's wildly unhealthy.
Yeah.
And honestly fills me with rage. Like, where is the good in that? I feel like we should be able to have good, healthy conversations sitting down either with a counselor together or separately, or just sitting down with each other and being like, I need this and it bothers me when this happens. You know what I mean?
It's like we can vent and like talk to each other to find commonality, but also like if that's done with the intention of trying to solve it instead of with the intention of just trying to like,
for sure.
What's the word you use all the time? Commiserate?
Commiserate, yeah.
At least that's what our goal with Stage Wives has been, is to make that
with
the
each other
forefront.
too.
Yeah.
Because even in the dark times, the dark times,
sound effects.
You never said a harsh word against my ex, and always listened, and then helped me problem solve to be like, okay, here's the problem. How do we fix it?
Yeah.
And you were good at brainstorming with me.
We would acknowledge like, okay, this is definitely not good. This situation, this circumstance, this thing that was said, but like, okay, how do we address that? How do we talk through this? How do we bring this conversation forward? I am a full believer in that there is redemption for everybody.
Oh, for sure. 1000%. Yeah.
Some people take a little bit more work than others, but there is redemption.
Myself included.
Listen, but I do believe any issue, at least this is what one of the things that I talk about a lot, is any issue is a breakdown of communication at the core of it.
Totally.
Because like finance issues, it's usually a breakdown of communication. Do you and your husband think about finances the same way? Do you communicate about finances the same way? Because I do not communicate well about finances with my husband.
Inward chuckle. We don't have to get there. There's so much there.
Listen, like that would probably been one of our biggest arguments back and forth, is that like he is structure. He is organization to the max. He's a 5 on the Enneagram and I am a 7. I like to think of things as fluid, and like he's like $1 comes in, this specific serial number of dollars allocated to this item. And then for me, it's like this $1 I'm going to borrow from here. We're going to put it here and this one's going to come back here. If I'm on the new couch, because I play a constant trading game with Facebook Marketplace and a little bit of girl math, but I think accurate girl math is fine. Like this couch technically, because I traded my other couch and then a couple other furniture items, was like only $25 for me.
Amazing.
At the end of the day.
Amazing.
What are we going to spend it on?
Exactly. I got $25 extra now.
What do we spend? Yeah, I'm more of the budget for groceries is $40. That means really 50. You know what I mean?
Like, round up a little bit.
Well, and it's like, at least for Hunter and I, like there was and I laugh about it now. Like we laugh about it all the time. And I don't remember if I brought this up on the podcast before.
Oh my God, yes. I don't think you've talked about that on the podcast.
It was so funny because it was again one of those things where it's 6 one way, half a dozen the other. And so like both of us were saying the exact same thing, but in a different way.
That's the worst.
And like, but it was funny because like at the time, he just like couldn't get through his head that there was a different way to think about it, that I was saying the same thing because my words were different. And I was trying to explain that it was the same thing. And I just start laughing hysterically, which did not help in an argument.
Because at this point, it's like the maniacal laughter.
At this point, I'm just
I'm losing my mind.
Oh my gosh, we're saying the same thing. It's the exact same thing.
Oh no.
And it was just so funny. And then it was less funny. But then he was like, no, he is so sweet. He is we have to talk it through. We cannot leave a conversation, which is so good.
Yeah.
But when you're a runner, and I'm a runner, I literally,
she a runner, she a track star.
And I was like, I just need some space to think this out. And I like ran upstairs. I'm like, just give me 5 minutes. Give me 5. He's like, no, let's talk this through. And he's like the most calm person, and I'm not. And like, I'm just, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. And then he's just like,
forget it.
And I literally just repeat, forget it over and over again. I'm just like, it's fine. Just forget it. Just forget it. And then to a point where I'm like in the closet under the clothes. And he's like, let's talk about this. And I'm like, if you don't get away from me right now. And it was all out of love. And it was like the most sweet, like, he's like, babe, I just want to understand. And I'm like, I don't know how else to say this to you right now. I just need some space.
Totally. Have you ever met a cornered cat?
Yeah. That was and like a lot of that, like it was so, and I laugh about
Ginger
it
Street cat too, baby.
It was like maniacal laughter in between me saying, forget it. And like, I just needed space. I'm like, I just need away from the situation.
Yeah.
But out of love, he was just like, I want to talk about it. Let's communicate. I want to understand.
You poor thing.
And I'm just like, don't touch me.
You're about to die.
I feel like we're the opposite. Yeah. I am the talker. I'm like, we have to figure this out. We have to work through it, all of that. And again, out of like sincerity.
Oh yeah.
And he's very much like give me 24 hours and then I'll probably know what I'm thinking. Like half the time, maybe not always 24, but like sometimes he just literally, I'll be like, what are you feeling? What's going on? Why do you feel off? You seem weird. Why are you weird? And he's like, I didn't even know I was weird.
Yeah. Well, and like one of the big communication things that Hunter and I had to go through was we had to figure out that one, we think about things so differently. And so like I finally was able to describe my head a little bit better to him and was like, okay, I do not have a filter from here to here. She knows this. Most people know this. Like that's why you have to edit a lot of my talking on podcasts because it's just like, blah, blah, like, and he thinks through every single word that he says before it comes out of his mouth. Like he has already said the entire sentence in his head before it has left his mouth. And I am not like that. Like half the time I don't know what it's saying until I am hearing it as well. And I'm like, oh, look at that. That was a good point, Rachel. Like, oh, the point. And like, so I just so I described to him, I'm like, imagine like a scribble in my head that I'm slowly pulling out and I don't know where the end of the scribble is until it's out of my mouth. And he is like calculating and measuring the scribble in his head before it even leaves.
That's such a good visual. Yeah.
Yeah. And so like we had to learn that. And so for me, I needed the time to figure my scribble out. And like, I'm like, I need time to like translate the scribble before I can actually figure this out. Because if I let it out just the way it is,
it's going to be messy.
We're going to be yelling, forget it, and running away. Like
Benj was laughing at me the other day because I had a whole entire thought process that I just said out loud because I was like, ooh, today would be a good day to take the boy to the pool. No, it's going to storm, but we could do that later. Maybe tomorrow after lunch. Yeah, let's try it then. And then I just walked away and he was like,
what happened?
Did you need me for that conversation? And I was like, oh, sorry, no.
You're just an active audience.
Yeah, I was just processing. Sorry.
All that to say, communication.
Yeah.
The point. So
I'm like seeing a little bird. I don't know why.
That's what it feels like.
There you go.
But communication is at the forefront, so important to relationships in general, but let alone this lifestyle.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like if you cannot figure out communication when you are, hundreds of miles apart, time zones and schedules don't line up, like if you cannot figure out a way to communicate with your partner, everything falls apart. Finances, sex, other relationship stuff. Like, resentment.
So if you're dating anybody who is in the touring industry and you're part of Stage Wives, make sure you get that communication down before you get married and he starts going on the road more full time. Because
or at least an agreement to work on it and like to call that out.
1,000%.
Because like we did not. I think we went into our marriage saying like we're gonna have communication figured out, and we thought, like, oh yeah, this is great, but we just had to say like, hey, we need to have a powwow, and then, like address that there needed to be time to discuss stuff. Also, Stage Wives, if you see a long-haired, shy, weird guy, give him a chance.
Give him a chance.
Yes.
Or pre-Stage Wives.
I said, what?
That felt weird.
Pre-Stage wives?
No.
That sounds culty.
That sounds...
Before you take the blood oath.
This went dark.
Just
real dark.
Gap tape across the veins.
Maybe just have the conversation and find out if he's really that weird. Because if he's real that weird, maybe run. Because
then you can run.
Some of them,
some of them are a little.
I mean, I shouldn't talk, but but some of them are real good.
Make sure they shower.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
He never smelled. He just had long hair.
Yeah.
He does not now.
I also have long hair or smell.
I thought you were going to say shower. He does not know.
He does not know.
He'll have long hair. Oh my goodness.
Well, I think between hair and finding the point and children, we have covered a lot.
We have
today's episode.
Just all of it, you know.
Yeah.
It's
love
been
it.
great. This is fantastic. And
Thanks
I'm
for having
glad
me.
the Stage Wives that you get to join us and getting to know Sarah better. And I'm just so grateful that you're on and that you've given at least me, I hope you Stage Wives as well, like this sense of hope that there is peace in the madness and you can handle the chaos and the chaos is manageable.
Totally.
Well, it's nice to talk to somebody who is also at a 10-year mark, who has multiple kids and doing this well. Like our last in-person meetup you hosted. And you can't do that if you are an empty well. Like you have found ways to fill yourself up and to do this well with you and Caleb. And like you said, it gives all of us hope that there is other Stage Wives. There are other Stage Wives. There is other Stage Wives.
Are?
Whatever grammatically is correct there. Fill it in. In this community that just want to grow together. And we've had a lot of Stage Wives on that have done this for like 30 plus years or 40 plus years. And it's like, oh, well, when I get there. But no, you are proof that like in the thick of it, you can find ways to do this well. So thank you so much for coming on, Sarah. You're awesome. I'm sure we'll have you back. I was not joking. Like, we just need to buy another mic. It's great.
I love it. Sounds fun.
Hey, but we've already given our social media plugs. But again, if, I don't know, you went and folded laundry or paused or whatever, please follow us on all socials, the YouTubes, and Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at Stage Wives, and of course our private Facebook group at We Are Stage Wives. Just to give our girls a little bit more of a layer of safety and permission to be more vulnerable is why we have that space, and we get into deep conversations there. Everyone who is watching this right now, all of you, doesn't matter who you are,
all of you,
you are invited to our book release party on July 28th.
6 to 8 p.m.
6 to 8 p.m. at the Barn at Homestead Manor or
in Thompson Station, Tennessee.
If that is hard for some reason to find on Google Maps, which I heard it was. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Okay. Just search 1819
coffee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same thing. The barn, you'll see it. It's a chic barn. Don't go looking for a red barn.
Yeah.
It's
it's
she nice.
Yeah.
You once you pull in, you'll know where to go.
You'll see the barn.
Yeah. You're all invited. Please come hang out. We are going to have some very special guests at
Super
our
excited.
party, and we're going to have activities for the kiddos.
We will be doing a book signing of our book. You will be able to get your copy there. We'll also have a couple pieces of Stage Wife merch, but if we will have our whole line at stagewives.com.
But Stage Wives, y'all are going to have a great time. Kiddos, y'all are going to have a great time.
Ooh.
Husbands, y'all need to come because you will also have a great time.
Woohoo.
And you won't know why until you get there.
I'm also going to be having a 6 to 8 foot, haven't decided yet on exactly the feetage No.
Don't say feetage. No. Oh my God.
Rolling it back. Don't say that.
Feetage of charcuterie.
Wait, man, we got about an 8-footer of feetage on that charcuterie.
Don't say feetage.
Don't say feetage.
Got it.
Footage.
Anyway, I haven't decided if it's going to be 8 or 6 feet yet, but I will have a grazing table, aka a charcuterie table.
For all of you that are uncultured like myself, that's a charcuterie table. I did not know what it was when she put it on the thing, and I was like, "What is a grazing table?"
Grazing table.
And she was like, "You uncultured swine."
That did not say that.
She didn't.
But there will be cultured swine on the table.
Hey, it all ties together.
Bravo.
But it's going to be super fun. We are going to have just a blast. And so please come out. It is open to everybody. So if you have anybody who wants to support the Stage Wife community, if, bring your men, have them engage and interact, and then you can meet Stage Wives. So we can,
If you know someone who travels for work that would benefit from this book, bring them.
Athletes,
if you just want to come hang out.
If you just want to come out, if you just like what we're doing here, please come out and say hi. We would love to see you.
And if you don't like what we're doing, come and tell us why and come hang out.
Maybe after the event.
But buy a book.
Well, Sarah.
Yeah.
This is not the last time that you will be seeing us or that we will be seeing you. And be sure to go join the private Facebook group and follow us on socials to see when the next in-person meetup is. Because who knows, maybe Sarah will host again. I wasn't there, but I got to see lots of pictures and I heard really great things.
Yeah.
So
it was fun.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, again, FOMO. I was very jealous. It's whatever.
We'll do it again.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Like, please invite me.
Just please invite me. Just let me go. I work so hard. I just want a cracker. I don't know why. I don't know.
The way that we just devolve as the day goes on.
It's fine.
It's too late in the day. We're losing it.
Yeah. Yep. So anyways.
Buy a book. Release party.
Come to the release party. Follow us on socials. We love you so much. All the things we do are for you, Stage Wives, and we hope that this episode has benefited you. It's benefited me and my soul. And
happy.
This has been great.
Same.
Happy. The fun bug has spoken.
Happy. The fun bug wants coffee. It's too late in the day.
But if this episode and this podcast is spoken to you, please give it a share, give it a comment, give it a like, a review, all the fun things, because the more that you engage with it, the more it can reach Stage Wives who need it.
That is true. We do need reviews, comments, and all those things.
Please.
So,
please. Yeah. I beg of you.
Beg of you. Just an emoji. It can be the fried shrimp emoji. Like, just engage with it.
If you really listened, comment the fried shrimp emoji.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's a good one.
I like that.
Ooh, and stay tuned because I have some fun things planned for the social media and some fun engagement and stuff that I haven't even told Ryan about. So if you want fun things and just, we're doing great. Follow.
Feetage.
We
will see you guys. We will see you guys next time on Offstage and On Duty.
Bye.
Bye.